Hi friends, I am Asmitha.
Welcome to my channel. Cate McGregor is a Director of Research and Analysis in the Office of the Chief of the Royal Australian Air Force and the most senior transgender military officer in the world. McGregor spoke about her gender dysphoria, as well as the struggle she felt presenting as male during her career. "I functioned as a male until a few weeks after my 56th birthday," she said. "I choose the term functioned advisedly, because my relationship to my birth gender was fraught from a very young age. I suffered from gender dysphoria acutely and consciously at intervals over the course of my entire life. I now believe my entire life was spent repressing and compensating for my gender variance," McGregor continued. Since beginning her gender transition 2.5 years ago, Cate McGregor has found being a woman in a male-dominated field to be bittersweet. Since beginning her male-to-female transition 2.5 years ago, Cate McGregor has experienced the bittersweet burden of being a woman in modern society. From lewd comments shouted from passing cars to the deliberate chivalry of holding doors open, McGregor's transition to womanhood has made the most senior transgender military officer in the world see social transactions from a new point of view. "For better or worse, I'm being gendered as female now," McGregor said, with a laugh in her voice. She's now at a stage in her transition where it is not obvious that she was born biologically male. "I'm much smaller than I was, and I'm not imposing," she said. "I wasn't Scarlett Johansson, but I wasn't garish looking at any time during my transition. When you're the focus of that, it is surprising, but it shouldn't be," McGregor said, admitting she had lived a life of privilege as a man before transitioning. "Men are opening doors for her and letting her step out of elevators first, making her acutely aware of the unstated element of power in those seemingly courteous acts of kindness. I'm being seen as more frail," she said, an assumption which must come as a shock to the former soldier and keen athlete. McGregor is bemused by the actions of taxi drivers, who have suddenly started calling her love and sweetie. Now working in the Air Force, McGregor paid specific tribute to the women of the Defense Forces, who embraced her and formed deep, secure relationships. She has noticed that the way men relate to each other is different to the way women build relationships. "Men," she said, "are emotionally malnourished. Women, particularly those she met in the Air Force, are there for each other and have lasting bonds." She acknowledges that the ADF has some pockets of behavior that are unacceptable to women and trans women, but said these attitudes can be found in any male-dominated organization. McGregor's remarkable story, and her courage in telling it in public, have made her a spokeswoman for gender issues, an honor she said is humbling. It has also led to an invitation to speak to firefighters and first responders about workplace bullying and equality. McGregor thinks the next step in gender equality is the appointment of female fighter pilots. "Those women who have so far started the demanding fast jet training have pulled out, worried about the impacts it would have on family and work-life balance. The Air Force does see this as a deficiency," she said. "I've got no doubt that it will change." for watching this video.